my dudes? How you doing? How you doing? I was literally trying to I was trying to have it so we were streaming on Twitch at the same time, which we were, but the easiest way to explain it in English terms is the settings that I have on YouTube are very high because YouTube streaming could handle it. Twitch streaming can't handle the settings that I have on, so I have to adjust that, but it doesn't let me do that during the stream. So next time, the next stream that I do should be Twitch and YouTube at the same time. That's what I was checking. So I have to mess with that later. So just YouTube stream today. It's all good. It is fine. But we've got a finale that we gotta do. We've got some yapping that we've gotta listen to. We've got some more pain that we have to endure. I've enjoyed most of this quest, I will say. I've seen some other people's opinions on this quest. Some like bigger content creators. I've seen their thoughts on it, and I've seen them turn into some crash out demons, bro. Which, with some points they would bring up, I get some of the points. Like, I'm not oblivious to it, but other parts I'm just like, okay, bro. This is just literally you just not paying attention and then crashing out when you don't understand when you don't understand what's happening. Which is something that does happen. What's it called? But yeah, how would I say this? How would I put this? I honestly think the quest has been good. I don't think it's been bad. Like, I still stand on 3.0 being the worst version of Amphoreus so far. You know? That is what I think. I think 3.1 was significantly better, and I think this is better than freaking 3.0. So that is my thoughts on it, but I don't know. We'll see how I'm feeling by the very end of this quest, you know? So as always, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new. It's greatly appreciated. And yeah, we're gonna get this thing going. Let me switch over the screen. Well, actually, I need to turn the game audio on. Quick question. What is my opinion on Lord of Ravengers, aka Emanators of Destruction? You talking about like Acheron? Is you done? Was that an example of that? Or if not, you're gonna have to give me an example of the freaking characters you're talking about. You have to give me example. Give me example. Yeah, no, you're gonna have to give me an example. Emanators of Destruction. Listen, bruh. You are probably so much more familiar than I am with freaking titles that go behind groups of characters in this game. It wouldn't shock me. It would not surprise me in the freaking slightest, bruh. Let me turn the game audio on. Phantilia. Okay, so what's my opinion on like Phantilia and stuff? Other than, you know, Goon Squad, my opinion on Phantilia? Not a fan of her, really. I had to think about it for a sec. I'm just like, she was just a pain in the ass. And she was just on demon time in Alafu. She was very much on freaking demon time. I will say that. It's like, she looked good, but yeah, obviously not good. And caused a lot of freaking annoyance for us. Yeah, my dumbass. Emanator, you have nihility. My dumbass. Okay. Where is chat on my screen? Chat, you should be pulling up soon. I think. I just refreshed it. So, hopefully that pops up soon. And then let me exit out of this. Close this. Open this. Okay. There we go. I haven't really done anything since the last time we played. I haven't went back to grinding in Star Rail yet, so you didn't miss nothing. You know obscure lore about the game? Oh, I believe you. I believe you. I'll probably have to watch some freaking lore videos from people on Star Rail. You know, it's been a minute since I've watched some like Hoyoverse like lore videos that are made by like fellow players and stuff. I used to back in the day with Genshin. That was years ago.
Let the ritual begin.
Oh, right. Okay, yes, this is where we are. Alright, boys. Here we go. Here we go.
And now, the objective is complete. That is all.
Also, chat, you know, round of applause for me. You know why? I think this is like the 4th stream I did this week. Boys, that's good for us. That's a damn good week. That's a damn good week. Hey, we're getting back to being locked in, boys, so that's good. That's good. You know, soon we'll be back to like 5 or 6. Trust.
Such is what Professor Anaxa always says after preparing for an alchemical ritual. And now, Pollux, I shall lift you from the river of souls and reforge your soul. Perhaps you will be disturbed by this, and your butt.
Oh, in your. I stopped her dialogue mid-sentence and I made her say a completely different sentence. If you heard what she said, you heard what she said. I wasn't even trying to do that on purpose. That sounded crazy. Alright,
Pollux,
I'll just let this play again.
I shall lift you from the river of souls and reforge your soul. Perhaps you will be disturbed by this, and your body may become horrifying to behold. But if even the slightest trace of your soul remains, the soul that once ferried me to this side of the shore, then please, look at me. I wish to thank you in person. I have obtained everything you sacrificed your divinity for. Even the slightest trace of your soul remains, the soul that once ferried me to this side of the shore, then please, look at me. I wish to thank you in person.
Wait, I just realized I was letting that dialogue go again, bro. I was like, I just heard that. Genius, Keith.
Did she recognize you? Oh, she must be the first soul we can communicate with here, right?
Hello.
I'm afraid she is just another spirit trapped here, like the rest of them. The only difference is that I was there when she died. Please, go on. I'm listening. Are you about to tell the story of Styxia?
Story time. Story time.
Yes. You're just as smart as I imagined, but... Never mind. Now's not the time.
Okay.
There's no need to worry, Elder. Take a look around you. You're already at the resting place of the dead.
The world of the dead. But how?
I understand that you chose to remain silent about the story to protect Castorice, the girl who coexists with death. But you no longer need to hide that story. I can assure you that you have protected that girl's life well.
Oh. Well, in that case, let me begin.
Here we go.
Styxia, the pearl of the ocean, plagued by unwarranted calamity and ravaged by death in the fairy tale. It was the first city-state to shift their faith towards death, even before Idonia did. From where you stand now, I suppose that's a bit hard to believe. Right?
Indeed. I cannot imagine that those from the era Chrysia, blessed with eternal life, could ever yearn for death.
I have pondered the same question, child. But I am afraid there is no clear answer to it.
Journeys and epics are only glorious and magnificent because all things eventually fade to dust. That's how someone once explained to me why death isn't necessary to the world. But I still can't take that as the final answer. Would a world without journeys and epics be worse off?
I take it the one who spoke this line was a general, or perhaps a warrior. I, however, did find some inspiration in these words. Would you like to hear my thoughts, castorice?
Go for it. You talking in slow motion, lady.
Please enlighten me,
This lady.
Amunet.
Would you like to know?
Though I have already made up my mind on how to handle the authority and core flame of death. Your words might truly guide me toward the path forward.
You and I are neither warriors nor generals. Therefore, journeys and epics cannot truly resonate with us. But what if I reframe it like this? What if love is not a trait bestowed upon mortals by Styxia, but a blessing from death?
Love.
No one ever invented the word cherish in the era when life was eternal. For all the good things in the world could be revisited endlessly, and every bond formed carried no risk of being severed. The so-called era Chrysia was an age devoid of both virtue and sin. People did not truly live. They simply existed, going through the motions without passion or purpose, then waiting for something to happen. Perhaps the people of Styxia chose to embrace death not out of fascination with its cruel and fearsome side, but instead became fixated and obsessed with the impulses and desires tied to a finite existence.
You said at least Cal don't got voice acting, so we don't gotta sit through slow-mo yap. Yeah, literally, bro.
And desperation, but
That's right, castorice. It is the reason we shed tears when parting ways, and also the original spark that ignited the passion of mortals. If you truly intend to deprive the world of death, then be prepared to witness it return to a state of stagnation.
I get the point.
I understand, Lady Amunet.
I get the point being made.
Our limited lifespan shapes all that we know and love. Not even the Death Titan has the right to take that away from humankind again.
There you go. See, now she understands why she can't just stop people from dying.
First blessing,
Like, as a whole.
but it most likely wasn't
People ain't
understood
meant
by
to live
mankind.
forever, you know?
We only learned to interpret this wonderful gift after
How you live your
Thanatos'
life
arrival.
knowing that you're gonna go one day is
If
what
the
makes
world
life
was
life.
bereft of death, then the Queen of Styxia wouldn't have played a midwife in delivering me into this world. You wouldn't have welcomed me into Idonia, and Aglaya would never have invited me to join the Flame Chase journey. none of these stories would ever have happened. And I would never have lived, let alone found happiness. Thank you, Mother. I will use all the love I've experienced in this long life to complete the final miracle. My teacher, Anaxagoras.
Here we go.
Grant me the wisdom of all things. I call upon thee, the stripped dead dragon's corpse.
Got that grape juice going crazy, bro. Look at that.
Rises from the earth, falls from the sky.
Here comes the dragon.
So below. This is the greatest power of all powers. Unstoppable in this world.
Definitely the coolest cutscene I've seen this whole mission.
I shall grant you embrace.
It's time to put the dragoon down. You nasty bastard. That don't look like no dragon, that's a dragon. Yeah. Here, I got you. Alright. When ally target's HP is reduced, accumulates desperate bubble. Switching control modes is prohibited. Bro, what the fuck? Okay. Damage over time on me?
Save my life.
Excuse you?
Truly gone? Or will you show
Damn.
yourself again?
Should I have brought in a freaking character that actually does HP for healing?
Where it ends.
Oh no. You're gonna be draining HP. That's a problem.
Enemy data secure.
That's a crazy... I'm not repeating that one, production. That's crazy work. It's more weird knowing that's his actual heart. You know, this thing is freaky.
Still waters of oblivion.
The dice have been cast.
I'm gonna have to switch. I'm probably gonna lose this fight. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I have no problem saying we're probably gonna lose this one, just based off of the team that we have in. But I'm gonna try.
It too shall fall.
I don't have time for games.
Like, I'm just thinking of who the hell I would be putting in. I'd probably bring in Huahua. I do not have Blade. I would like to get him though.
Another journey begins.
And I know he's one of the characters that's gonna get a buff.
Destined for oblivion.
I don't know how good the buff's gonna be, obviously, but...
Again.
Oh no, yeah, we're cooked. Okay, you know, just... Let me change my lineup. Well, actually, let me see. What are you weak to?
Familiar.
So, wind, quantum, imaginary... Alright, give me a sec. Because we need to... We need to switch. Castorice or Mighty would be more suitable. Well, here's the thing. Mighty's not built yet. I don't have Castorice. But I have Huahua, so Huahua could heal the team. Wind, quantum, imaginary. Zila, you want some screen time? Oh, you know what? I forgot. I literally have Fei Zhao. She's freaking busted, bro. Wind, quantum, imaginary. I think the smaller little things are weak to electricity, right? I believe they are. Let me take a look at it again. Take a little peek. Because it's the main boss isn't, but the little minions. Oh my god! Right off the bat.
Is the girl who once saved
Can we breathe? Like, why you gotta get all these hits in first?
Or will you
Jesus,
show
bro.
yourself again once we eradicate this hatred and regret?
Maybe I bring in...
Stay safe.
I could bring in... Zile, and I could bring in... I have an idea. Let me switch her one more time. Yeah, Lingsha or Lacha. All of those characters that you just mentioned, except for Mighty, I don't have, and Mighty's not even built at all. That's funny. Let's go. You could always go with this for the break effect. I could always go like, I mean, yeah, honestly, if I...
I promise you won't be bored with me. Can you say the same?
You know what? Let me try this. Listen, team comp is non-existent in my brain, chat. Let me tell you. I'm just. Oh my god,
Who once saved my
bro.
life.
Can you not do that? The RNG went crazy. They just jumped freaking Huahua right off the bat, like,
Is the girl who once saved
bruh. Give me a sec. I'm gonna heal Huahua outside of the fight. Okay, now she's healed. Because I'm not about to be doing this nonsense, bro.
Then
This game is trying me
the
right now.
ritual begin.
Let me skip this.
Styxia.
This game is trying me.
That's right.
My teacher.
Yeah. Your teacher, yeah. You know, I went through that so fast, I didn't even activate any of the characters' techniques before the fight started. And that's typically something I do,
Is the girl who
especially when
once
I'm
saved
grinding
my
and
life
stuff.
Truly gone.
I'm just so annoyed with this
Or will
already
you
that I
show
didn't even
yourself
think to do
again?
it, bro.
Once
Ay.
we eradicate this hatred and regret.
See, the game's getting what it wants. It's making me mauled in the fight, bro. And I haven't even done the fight. The setup of the fight's been the most annoying thing.
Thank you. Stay safe.
Get some good hits in on this thing.
Let's play for a while.
That's fine. Well, you're gonna have to be putting in work.
I know you're anxious. Shh.
Oh, hell no. Oh, no. I don't like this at all. This is some nasty work, bro. Okay, I should have just hit the smaller one. This is some nasty work.
Fangs and claws
There's
got
no
dull.
power like team power.
Having so much fun. Having a blast. Let's see.
Let's play hide and seek.
I'm about to go Unga Bunga Go Burr on this.
Find the answer.
Unga Bunga Go Burr.
Let the show begin.
Listen, this is not gonna be how that adventuring fight was. It ain't gonna go that way. This is gonna be first try. Easy. Japard. Yeah, Japard being freaking Memphis. Pricey Peak Cinema. Can this thing die? I could start chipping at it, I guess.
Let's improvise.
Stop doing the soul suck. I'm gonna be honest, this thing terrifies me, bro. Like, I do not like this thing. You having so much fun with this boss with Blade? Oh yeah? I won't know that feeling. Just do a little basic hit. Yield the team.
Thank you. Stay safe.
I hear them vocals though. Little ad-libs in there. Okay. Almost time to cook. You know, actually, it's time to cook.
Did the rhythm get messed up?
Because I'm about to beat this thing's ass, bro. Like, big time. Let's get some big boy damage in here. Get this thing to phase 2. You're gonna get this thing straight to phase 2.
Fiends or devils, I'll crush them all.
I venture forth to hunt.
Now go straight for the boss. And mink, and Memphis. Okay, 28%, 16% left, okay. That's good.
Let's play for a while. You wanna spit me?
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds.
No, take this thing out. Might as well. What's up, Ark? How you doing, my guy?
I'll catch up. Take your positions. Let's improvise.
Phase 2.
No need to weep in grief.
Oh my god, chill. Chill out, broski. You said, bro said, this boss fight. Yes, this boss fight.
I'm back.
Castorice, I should be paying attention more to what you're saying, but like I'm kind of locked in with the fight. But I'll pay attention from here on out. I got you.
I'll catch up.
Be careful.
Oh my god,
They may
you
be
are.
moving by instinct, but there is fury welling up within them.
Really are. Like, screw you, mate.
Let's play. Can you find the answer?
The mood is set just right.
Girl in a wheelchair turned into this. I have no comment on that one. I know exactly what you mean, obviously, because of the story, but like,
I venture forth to hunt.
there was gonna be nothing good from whatever my brain was gonna try to say. So I'm just gonna say nothing. I was gonna try to. Never mind. Nope. I'm not getting clipped on that one, bro. I ain't getting clipped. I'll tell you that much. Hell no.
I'll go easy this time.
The things that sometimes pop into the brain chat. Oh lord.
You wanna spit me?
Crazy battle? Yeah, so far, yeah. This fight, like, it is kind of scaring me a little bit, bro. I can't lie to you. Said cancel this, man. I ain't saying nothing. See, it's all in my brain. I ain't say a word.
Let's play for a while.
Show me what you can do. I'll give you 5
Take him to
seconds.
Memphis. We'll take her to Memphis. 60%. What are you popping an ult? What is that? You know, for as cool as that looked, I expected that to do more. Funny enough, that splash attack that she does a lot more damage. than that. Huh. Like, visually beautiful, but like, what were we cooking there?
Still the same.
Like, that splash, scary. Dun, dun. Dun, dun. Heal them up.
Great teamwork.
Chill out.
Fangs and claws got dull.
Take this thing out if we can.
I'll go easy first.
You never seen that part, though? Your team was probably doing too much of the boss. So to see that animation part? Who would you use? What type of team did you have to not see that? Freaking shred through this thing in 2 minutes? Okay. Come here. Hey! Chill out with the tentacles. We're okay.
Show me
We're
what
fine.
you can do. I'll give you 5 seconds.
Just freaking fine, dandy. You had Lacha, Sunday, Remembrance, MC, and Mighty. Interesting team. Huh. I'd actually like to see that in action. See how that looks. So Mighty was just freaking on demon time? Alright, He said, nah, E0 skills, he said E0, freaking, Lycon Zero Blade could've easily shred through the boss? I see y'all keep mentioning Blade. Blade really would've shredded through this thing? Or through her? I'm not gonna say this thing, I mean, it does look like a thing, I mean, this thing is terrifying, but, yeah. Alright. No, it's time. Before this thing starts wailing on me, bro.
I didn't see. Can you find the answer?
Demon time while drinking gasoline. Jesus.
Fiends or devil.
Yeah, I have all those characters except for Lacha. I could have got Lacha, but I got another copy of her on May, which I feel like was a good decision, though.
Triumphant! Victory is inevitable!
What I'm personally terrified of is how crazy my account would be if I got another copy of freaking, well, some more copies of Fei Zhao. Because I think I only have just the one copy and I think I have her cone. I believe I do. I might not even have her cone, actually. It's just, she's such a freaking terrifying, busted unit to me. You never underestimate what, Clara? Is that what you were trying to say? Or Clara? I'm assuming that's what you were trying to say. Because Clara, I used for a hot minute. Every once in a while she gets some usage now, but she saved my ass for a long time. You said Fei Zhao gonna fall off in a few months, bro? Yeah, that power creep's gonna kick in. You right. Silly me. I should know better to think my units will be able to last forever. Or more than a year.
Never hesitate!
Cypher gonna be your new Fei Zhao. I can't wait for Cypher. I don't know what her kit's gonna be, but I know she's gonna be zooming. I really like her.
Take your positions. Dreams do come true.
Well, boys, we're gonna win this fight pretty comfortably.
Stay put.
The hardest part was just setting up my team, but after that was set up, we were good. Like, we're okay. Well, it was actually getting the fight to just start in general because, you know, the game wanted to just be stupid with me. But, yeah. We're chilling. Look at this. About to end this. You're going to Memphis. Here we go.
I venture forth to hunt.
Oh, this boss will be worse. Or, yeah, it'll be worse. You ain't clearing with this team on MOC, I can tell you that much. You know, I believe it, man. Let me just clear my story with this, bro. Okay, I know endgame content. You need at least 2 new units so you ain't clearing 12. Well, I don't got
Time to open
castorice yet. I have mighty, but mighty ain't built yet, obviously. Alright, here we go. Mink. Mink. And now, you go to Memphis. You're going to Memphis! There we go, we're done.
Please, don't turn back to the Nether realm.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, death. Sleep in peace.
Damn! Jesus. Well, castorice, you could talk to your sister. Do your thing.
I'm sorry I have to wake you up from ancient death.
And chat, I'll talk to you in a sec.
Anxious. Shh. Don't be afraid. Do you remember me? I'm the girl you once carried across the Sea of Souls. I'm sorry I wasn't able to remember you, but with the help of many people, I was finally able to pick up these broken fragments of my past. I'm back, Pollux. I know this might not be what you wanted. But I have to do this. So please, carry me across the Sea of Souls again and return me to the Nether realm, just like you did in the past. Please take me to where the core flame of death rests. I'll be going now.
Bro said, we don't have to go into an egg, right, bruh? Lord, bruh, Lord. Hey, a bit late. How's the story been so far? Good. Good. I mean, we just did the boss fight over here, so you didn't miss a crazy amount. But how you doing, cool dog? Welcome also. You said the amazing thing about power creep is you wonder how they'll power creep the actual new characters like Silverwolf to Anaxa. Now you're wondering how they'll power creep him. I mean, they nerfed him to hell apparently in the betas. That's what I heard from people. So they'll just have somebody who was supposed to have his original unga bunga-ness. There you go, easy. Man. Bro said we're going to the shadow of the Eldtree. You making a freaking Elden Ring reference? Okay, let's say the egg thing, sure.
They may look scary, but as long as...
Huh? Well, what's going on? Don't start gooning, bro. Bro wanna start staring at some legs right now when we're trying to leave. Bro.
What's wrong?
I think I'm done for. Uh-oh. I'm about to collapse.
Are you...
What's wrong with him?
We might not have much time left for it.
If I don't go now,
right as I say it.
I'm afraid his soul will return
Right as
to
I say it.
Thanatos' embrace before me.
Yeah, we gotta hurry up.
What? Oh no! Is there anything we can do?
Don't worry. I promised I would ask Thanatos for the Trailblazers' right to roam the Earth again. Mem, stay here and keep a close watch until I return. All right?
Oh boy.
Alright. I'm the best at taking care of others. Go on, Cass.
Are you now?
Make sure not to leave yourself with any regrets.
Bro said, wait, we need to do a Goku moment. And what is a Goku moment? You ain't talking about putting ourselves in that chamber for months or something, right? What are you talking about? Goku moment. No regrets. Take your time. I can still hold out. I'll go too. Let's see who gets to the Nether realm first. That's a dumb idea. Just take it. Just take your time. Go. Do what you gotta do. I believe.
It's a deal then.
You said you think if the Trailblazer died, their Stellaron might have a nuclear explosion. Everybody on Amphoreus cooked.
Wait for me.
I'll wait for you. Oh boy. Oh, you sit in your little ear to hear my song. Okay, you know, I'm reading this in my head.
After all that, you still ended up back here.
Damn, this is beautiful. What the hell?
So the legends were true. The Nether realm really is a sea of flowers.
Man, the Nether realm looked pretty
Yes.
damn nice.
Just like the flower fields we tended to back then.
Hey, how you doing?
Is that you, Styxia?
Do you remember me?
Y'all said Pac-Man ass moon. Bruh.
I don't have the memories from that time, but I've seen you before during an experiment.
Also, I do want to say, once again, she has a clean ass wheelchair though. Like that's a cool wheelchair. But like Professor X got nothing on you. Let me say. You said I became a fan of you because I watched videos of people's reactions to these gacha games. Like what? Like one of those compilations? I've seen those over the years of where they'll grab a bunch of people's reactions at once and put them into one video. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. But thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Yeah, that Pac-Man moon. Bro said, I'll take this over Minecraft. What? And on second rewatch of this place, you're kind of getting some Bloodborne vibes, just a bit. I can see.
I see.
I can see it in a way.
Call me
I woke up in a new
Thanatos.
Bugatti-ass wheelchair. That song
Easy.
is so old, bro. Oh my god. Alright, chat, let me lock in. Okay, we're making too many jokes, right? This is supposed to be a freaking emotional moment. Alright, Jesus. Talking about I woke up in a new Bugatti. Jesus. Alright, I'm gonna let this autoplay. Lock in.
However, since you recognize the name, you must already know everything about Thanatos, right?
Yes. I'm
Jesus.
here to
That Pac-Man
reforge
moon.
the order of life and death in Amphoreus.
Brother foaming out the mouth.
You know, my sister was a sympathetic, but rather sensitive person. Whenever she didn't want to say what was on her mind, she would avoid eye contact and look off into the distance. Just like what you are doing now.
Can you tell me about the last Era Nova? What did you do, Styxia?
Where should I begin? I suppose we can start from the beginning. A long, long time ago, there were a pair of like-minded twins. As foretold in the prophecy, they were chosen to be successors to the god of death. But fate was cruel. The price of attaining divinity was to take the life of a family member with our own hands.
That trial was indeed recorded in that memory.
Then you should already know that my sister voluntarily gave up her own life, so that I could ascend as the demigod of death.
Mm-hmm.
But I couldn't accept that. Why did we have to kill each other for a future she'd never see herself? That's not fair. So, while weaving the laws of the new world, I shattered the forbidden bottom line for life and death. I reshaped my sister's soul and took the form of the great dragon Pollux to carry her up the River of Souls and back into the mortal realm. But our fates were already decided and manifested in unexpected ways in response to my futile actions. Aging is an unbreakable law of nature laid upon humankind, created at the same time as death. When the living die, their souls will meet Thanatos, who would determine where every soul goes. If the Reaper raises their left hand, the soul is granted death and allowed to enter the Nether realm to await reincarnation. If they raise their right hand, the soul is rejected by the Nether realm and returned to the mortal realm to continue walking the earth.
That's why the Hand of Shadow can only lay down judgment and not embrace another being.
Yes. Death was originally a pair of hands, but they were split in twain when we reached the mortal realm, never to touch each other ever again. The half of Thanatos that represents life, the undying human who grants death, that was the curse I forced upon you.
Then, what about you?
As the half of Thanatos representing death, I shoulder the fate of defying death. I died the moment I entered the world of the living. From then on, my Titan also no longer existed in this world. The cycle of life and death stopped. Souls were denied their audience with death, and were left stranded within an ever-rising river of the dead. What irony. My selfish desire to save your life gave you and the world a fate far worse than death itself.
It is pretty crazy how that turned out in the end. She was trying to do that for her sister, and then it ended up screwing over the rest of the world really bad. Can you imagine? You lived out your life, you end up dying, you're like, well, this is it for me. Time to go to the afterlife. Denied. You're just stuck. You're stuck with everybody else that died. Just there mauling for the rest of time. It's pretty bad.
Then, what was left?
Oh, she moving on the wheelchair. Okay, don't go too fast now.
In the Nether realm, where I've been taking care of these flowers day after day, until there is now a sea of them. All while mulling over the subject of life, death, parting, and enduring an endless loneliness.
Fate is absurd indeed. Our lives were a mirrored image of one another, like a pair of hands. Even so, we arrived at the same destination. We walked different paths, yet experienced the same pain.
I had hoped that maybe you would at least have a good life in this cycle.
She had quite the life. Quite the life castorice has lived.
It didn't go to waste. As far as I'm concerned, you did nothing wrong.
Even though I forced the authority of granting death to humanity upon you, a total stranger.
Too many responsibilities were forced upon me in the course of this long journey. I was once lost, even upset. But I realized recently that if it weren't for your blessing, I wouldn't have understood the source of these emotions, nor would I have realized my purpose. I wouldn't have made it here to reunite with my missing half. And we wouldn't be discussing our past while sharing the same view of this landscape.
True.
I wouldn't have understood the meaning of our existence.
The meaning of our existence.
This sea of flowers blooms on dead land, because we sowed it with the seeds of our separation and watered it with our tears of loneliness. Yes, the only thing death is allowed to create are flowers that bloom from blood and tears. That's why Thanatos cannot create living beings at will, nor can the Hand of Shadow determine a person's remaining days. Because the life and death of mortals should never be dictated by another's will.
Are you saying there's no point in Thanatos' existence?
No. No single being can bear the scales of life and death on their own. Not even a god. Life and death weigh equally heavy. We both know that now, don't we?
You, too, must have had a difficult life.
She definitely
We've
did.
taken quite
Well, has.
a ridiculous journey together, haven't we? I had a feeling, even back then, that we would meet again one day. Not to embrace one another after a long separation, but to come in search of retribution. Tell me the answer that's already been written, and let us draw this scene. It's been far too long. I've waited here for centuries, watching day after day as desperate spirits are denied by this lonely wasteland. I always hoped I would see you among them, but I was also afraid of seeing you. I didn't know how I could possibly face you again, but more than anything, I was afraid that you might have forgotten all about me.
I know. But don't you see, Pelixia? I made it back anyway. You don't have to shoulder death's authority on your own anymore. It was always meant to be held in two hands anyway.
The symbolism.
So, let's give our core flame to him, and have him take it back to the mortal realm. Give humanity back their cycle of life and death. Our responsibility as Thanatos was never about picking out favorite souls. We were only meant to watch over life. Let's tend the field together and create a warm sea of flowers for all the souls to come. What do you think, Pelixia?
Yes, just one last step. You shall wither, and through that, the dead will sprout again from the remains, and be reborn with the dead flame. As foretold by the prophecy, Thanatos' authority is only destined for only one person to wield. As the Chrysos heir of death, as their demigod, as a titan, our fated moment has arrived once again.
Just like before.
Yes, just like before. But unlike that time, the ones ones undergoing the trial this time are prepared.
You've made up your mind?
Yes, as dictated by fate. But I won't be afraid, as long as you're here with me. Complete your trial in this life. Grant me the embrace of death, and light the spark of life ablaze. You've been tempered by life and death. I know you'll be able to give this wasteland its first breath of life. Like a raven butterfly, flying swiftly into the nether realm, perching on the twig of death.
I will. After this, I will remain permanently in the Netherrealm. The River of Souls shall return here and rain down from the sky, scattering souls across the earth. The cycle of life and death will flow once again. This sea of flowers you sowed shall bear countless joyous or sorrowful souls, and bloom evermore.
Thank you. Just one last thing. Can you grant me one wish?
Of course. What is it?
Please, don't forget me.
I promise you, when we meet in the next world, even if I have endured another reincarnation, even if we do not know each other's names, I will still hold you tightly in my arms, just like what I did when we were born.
Castorice. Castorice. You're as beautiful as a fleeting butterfly.
And now the goosebumps are gonna kick in.
I will bring rest to death. And from now on, stagnant life will once again flow.
Now I could talk. At the same time in Akama. Alright, wait. Time.
Time flies. In the blink of an
You just-
eye, the
she's stealing words from my mouth.
is already at
Okay.
hand.
Yeesh, man. I knew it was gonna be hella emotional with those two reuniting with each other, man. I already knew how that was gonna go. I'm glad that they're both able to get this closure, though. And yeah, the best way to explain my death is needed. Yes. That was shown there. Excuse me. I mean, it's a necessary part of life is death. Yeah. Yeah, the voice actresses, they both did an incredible job. Both did a freaking amazing job. The story made you cry. I don't blame you. It takes a lot to make me cry when it comes to like games and stuff, but I felt the emotion from it most definitely. Most definitely, bro said. This man making a joke about that's crazy. That's a crazy. Oh Lord. Okay. Yeah, she cooked everyone's afterlife because she felt the death of her sister was not necessary, and as a result, ruined everyone's lives. How poetic and ironic, I know. Trying to bring some justice for one life and accidentally ended up ruining everybody else's. Some crazy work. But now, I won't say she gets to right those wrongs, because I mean, in the end, it did give Castorice the opportunity to go out and live life. Even though she suffered quite a bit, she did have some good moments in her life. But hey, it gave the opportunity for them to be in this position that they're in now. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. The last thing that made you cry was the Fontaine finale? Bro, that Fontaine finale, yeah, that was emotional right there. Now that right there, Fontaine was some peak Genshin writing. Natlin,
When this farce is over,
in my
your
opinion,
soul will be placed on the scales of life and death. Are you ready?
yeah.
No need to ask so many times. Of course I am.
Yep.
Then why do you drag your feet? Is your fear of crowds holding you back again?
Bruh, she over here still trying to roast you?
I simply find them too noisy. Paying attention to conceited fools like them would be an utter waste of my time.
Such harsh words. As I see it, you are no less arrogant than they are.
I couldn't agree more.
This dude.
Oh. I did not expect to hear that from you. Are you
Caught you
not
off guard.
going to refute me?
I know myself better than you think I do. At the very least, better than a stowaway like you.
And they say men whose ends are nigh have but kind words. Well, that is exactly why I chose you.
Oh, yeah?
Should I thank you for the compliment?
The hour of the trial has come. Do you have an answer for me? And how will you prove the veracity of your argument?
Let him
I
cook.
suppose there is no point in putting this off any longer. Do you recall where we stopped the last time?
You were saying that Amphoreus's history is cyclical.
Indeed. The demigods that bear the core flames eventually become the new titans at the world's end. Remember what happened on the Holy Mountain? Calypso, Naias. As their destined ends approached, one by one they left this world, leaving only the twins, who are fated to succeed death. Unfortunately, while their journey is consistent with ours, you and Calypso, as well as Nikador and Naias, act as supporting evidence. I can only come up with a rough sketch for my theory of a cyclical history. For all the pains I took to reach this point, I had already lost hope of ever obtaining definitive proof. After all, the past is in the past. Proving that we are the legacies of heroes of the past is a hopeless endeavor. That is, until I met a girl named Styxia and her sister. If castorice was truly sent from the past to the present for the Titan's self-serving reasons, then having lived through 2 cycles, and with Styxia as the pivot, she will no doubt be the link to connect all of this together. If the Twins of Death can bridge 2 cycles to reunite at the shores of the Sea of Souls, then my hypothesis will no longer be just a hypothesis. And you too will get the answer to your question.
Well, that is
All
all
right.
well and good, but how can you be so sure? If there is even the slightest error in your hypothesis, the girl will be shattered.
It matters not. The most important quality a scholar must possess is foolhardiness. If you are overly cautious, then you'll never have the gumption to make the first step, and change will never come. Besides, I, Anaxagoras, am destined to overturn this farcical world.
Self-glaze. Go ahead, bro.
Come,
Go crazy.
let us go and teach those pathetic worms one final lesson.
Don't say those 2 words in Honkai. Don't do it. Alright, you said makes a grown man cry, but not this man, literally. Literally. Yeah, Farina did get done dirty, though. We don't talk about Natlin just like Dark Souls 2. Was Dark Souls 2 made? I never played the Dark Souls games like that. I played a bit of 1 way back in the day. People say they didn't like the story this patch, but you think it was pretty good. I've enjoyed it. I'm not going to say it was perfect, but I've enjoyed it quite a bit. It's just, here's the issue that I see a lot of people have. It's the presentation that turns a lot of people off as it goes about this. And then you'll have the unnecessary lines of dialogue that make people start crashing out. When you see a black screen or a white screen with text, people start crashing out. Let's see, what else be making people crash out? I think they'll feel like the dialogue is like too dry, you know? Like I said, once again, I'm used to dealing with a specific type of dialogue in the games that I've streamed. Like whether I'm like playing like Arc Knights of where I'm the one reading the dialogue out loud, or playing like Honkai Impact 3rd and now Star Rail. So it's not like foreign to me with the style that they're going about, but that doesn't mean that it's perfect in any means whatsoever, because it's not, and it can most definitely be improved upon. And the point that I was making last stream was, as long as this game doesn't get to the point that late Honkai Impact 3rd Part 1 got to, we're gonna be okay. Because then there's a big problem. Because Jesus, you do not want to get to the point of where the dialogue, you have no idea what's going on in the game, and you're literally falling asleep with most of what's happening, because you're confused. That's like worst case scenario. You do not want that.
Leaving the final debate to him.
Yeah, the story beats themselves are good. It's just the storytelling that lacks, in your opinion. There's too much dragged out dialogue. It also lacks more character expression and camera movement when speaking. Well, there you go. See, that goes into what I was saying. I didn't even read your comment until right now. See? Yeah. I know, like I said, one of the main things people complain about is dragged out dialogue. They have to figure out a way to do their storytelling in a way that other games that have long stories do it. You know what I'm saying? And what's up? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Zenith Zo, how you doing? You got her? Congrats, congrats. How many pulls? Was it a 50-50 or guaranteed? But yeah, they have to, they gotta find their rhythm, you know? They gotta find their rhythm with how they want to do the storytelling, while keeping it serious but engaging at the same time, but not dragging out the dialogue too much, you know? Like, I understand there's gonna be points of where you have to lore dump a bit, you know? And you have to get the yap in. I get it. But as a whole, gotta make it more digestible for some people. 76 on pity. Oh, damn, they took you to the depths. Sheesh. I know the feeling. 3.1 was the best for you. I really liked 3.1. I was saying it earlier. Like Mighty, and what they did with Trivia and stuff, or Trivios, great. Really, really freaking good. I still think this version right here is better than 3.0. I will say it once again. Definitely is to me.
Let those Chrysos heirs who started this terrible war hear you. Let them hear the voices of the people!
As always, that woman knows how to stir up a crowd.
Professor Anaxa, I thought you'd pass on this.
You wouldn't miss this for the world. Come on. Also, if I didn't get the ring castorice was giving me as a present, return to the bathhouse room and it's near the bed. Thank you.
Everyone must cast their vote, or this assembly would serve no purpose.
Prof, do you truly think it's wise to entrust the fate of the world to an assembly like this?
Akama has stood strong under this system for 1,000 years. It stands to reason that there is purpose in its existence. But that is not what you're asking, is it? What you really want to know is Aglaya making the right decision in entrusting the fate of the world to you?
Nothing ever escapes you.
I didn't spend all those years teaching you for nothing. Most people only take 4 years to graduate, if I recall.
To tell the truth, I feel like I'm on my way to an execution chamber instead of a podium.
I wouldn't want to go be saying that around here. Yeah, don't say that.
So, do you have an answer to that question?
No, I don't.
I thought so.
Because that question is not yours to ask in the first place. Is Aglaya entrusting the world to you the right decision? Don't make me laugh. That is a question that woman must answer herself. Why are you fretting about this on her behalf? Or have you been seeing yourself as her pawn all this time?
Well, damn.
Listen up. I'll say this only once. Flip your perspective around and ask yourself this instead. What should I do to ensure that the world doesn't stray from the correct path? That is what you should be thinking about.
Man, anaxa over here checking your ass, bro.
You still have time.
This
So
dude
give it some thought.
having to get your brain back in the right place.
And don't bother telling me the answer. Tell it to those begging for salvation from the gods.
Got it.
Bro tries to act so nonchalant after that. Listen, Finon. Me personally, you know, somebody talking to me like that is crazy. But you know, you kind of needed it though, I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you, Professor Anaxa.
That's anaxagoras to you.
Who will you be voting for?
That'll depend on how well you perform. May Cersei safeguard your thoughts.
You said that's his teacher after all, it's his duty to. Yeah, you know, students gotta learn one way or another, huh? Military runner. Oh, they put anaxa literally back over here. Hey, how you doing? Walk. Lord Anaxa, you're finally here! The last speaker for the assembly will be taking the stage soon. The resolution will be passed after that. Lady, Ennis has reserved a special seat for you. Yeah, let's go. Do I plan to pull anaxa? I think he's sick as hell. I would like to. Alright, this way, please. And I don't have Silverwolf, so it would make sense.
Elders and citizens, silence, if you please. As the Theoros, I present to you Finan of Ides Elysiae, virtuous citizen
Government
of
name?
Akima, and the last speaker of the assembly.
Much obliged, Lord Lycus.
I remember him. He's the penniless lad working for Aglaya.
Where's Lady Goldweaver? Why is she sending this guy to give the last speech? Is this really the end of the Flame Chase journey?
They got no faith.
Can this dude really face down kindness?
Yeah, I tried to get Silverwolf, like, at the beginning of this game. Did not happen.
Carefully above. Dear citizens of Akima, as you look upon me, so too do I see you. I see your fear and misgivings, your apprehension about the discord between the Chrysos heirs and the Council of Elders, and your uneasiness about the future of the Holy City. Yet, before you contemplate something as grand as the fate of the world, I ask that you look closer. Look beyond the horizon illuminated by Kefali, at the crisis threatening to overwhelm us.
What?
Ides Elysiae, my beloved hometown, is a village forgotten by time. It is a place with the most invigorating breeze and wheat fields that spread all the way to the sea. I once thought that there I would enjoy a lifetime of peace and quiet with my friends and family. How I wish I could invite all of you to that paradise, far from the noise and chatter of the world. Alas, I can't. Because she, and all that she nurtured, all that I loved, they have long been devoured by the black tide. My beloved home is no more.
I see the angle you're taking. Okay. Alright, my guy, cook.
I will never forget the day the black tide struck. My father, Hieronymus, fought with a broken sword to his last breath to protect his child. My mother, Aldada, she was ripped apart by monsters. Also, I might live to stand before you here and now. Galba, he was a hunter.
Bro's parents got
But in
done
the end,
worse
those
than Batman.
arms that
Jesus.
once drew a bow instead embraced Piso, his beloved son, as they both breathed their last.
Damn, they in the crowd like, damn, bro, what the hell?
Risked her life to save her students, but a burning beam fell on her, crushing her.
Jeez.
And what of Livia, her daughter? Did she make it out alive? No, she didn't. Livia, Piso, and so many other children. My childhood friends. They were all swallowed by the black tide and turned into monsters. They kept saying the same thing over and over. Even up until the final moment, I finally steeled my heart and granted them eternal peace with my sword. Why, Finan? Aren't we the best of friends? That is the black tide. A looming threat that can bring Akuma to its knees any time. Kindness may have promised that with the 3 Titans of Calamity gone, Akuma will return to an era Chrysia once more, but... much as it pains me, I must disappoint you.
Tell him the truth.
While the demigod of strife has done everything in his power to hold them back, they are still coming.
If Mighty can't hold them all back, then nobody can. You're cooked.
The Flame Reaper has likely echoed throughout the city already. The roaring thunder is a message from the strife demigod. The Flame Reaper has risen from death, and they hunger for the core flames of the gods.
You know, he's cooking right now, and I'll say it like for this reason. He first.
If such a powerful enemy is indeed approaching, why is Akuma still a picture of peace?
Oh, never mind. I was about to start glazing. Never mind. No. All right, let's see what he says to this first.
Exactly.
Wait.
The city of Akuma shows no
Wait.
signs of pandemonium or chaos. And why is that? I beg you, spare a moment to think about this. Are we able to stand here and hold this assembly in peace today because the danger has passed?
No.
No. This peace we enjoy is no gift of fate. We are able to stand here today only because the Chrysos heirs have stepped up and shielded Akuma from calamity. With her golden threads, Aglaya has preserved and continues to preserve these idyllic days that all of you hold dear.
He's making some damn good points right now. He explains the danger of what the hell is going on over here, so you understand the severity of it. He's explaining that they're the ones that have been protecting y'all the whole time, bro. The only reason y'all are still in peace is because of them. And you wanna be ungrateful? The
Council of Elders claims that Aglaya will one day forsake the people because her divinity is eroding her body and soul. But ask yourselves this. Rather than offering her aid and support, why do they choose to watch and push Akuma away from the Flame Chase journey?
That's a good question.
The answer that no one can bring themselves to speak of. A truth stained in blood and buried in greed, fear, and vanity. Allow me to lay it bare before you.
Preach. Go ahead.
It is because the Council of Elders, which bears Akima's history and honor, along with this citizens' assembly we once took so much pride in, are now infested with vermin.
You're like, what? Huh? Oh my god.
You insolent whelp! How dare you!
It is true that Aglaya has reached her limit. Why? Because she has been working tirelessly to weave the defenses of our holy city against the encroaching evil. All while these vermin are making up baseless accusations about her and scheming in the shadows. Not once has she ever failed Akuma. Yet these vermin attempt to tear her apart, tarnishing her name with unfounded allegations. She may have been blessed by divinity, but hasn't her heart always stayed true to humanity?
Man, you might as well get this dude to be your lawyer. For real, for real. You ever need a lawyer? Chat, hit him up.
Standoff between gods and humans, but citizens of Akuma. Once more, I implore you to open your eyes and look at those around you. Examine them closely. Beneath all that finery, do you see the good heart of a human, or the poisonous glands of a pest? Make your judgment, then turn your gaze to the demigods, whom so many of you regard as cold and merciless. Do you not see the light of humanity in them? And those who wear the mask of humanity, yet utter only hurtful, slanderous words, can you not see that their souls have been corrupted by power? Yet, no matter what your answer is, and no matter who your vote goes to, rest assured that you have nothing to fear. For Aglaya, Tribios, and I will remain your faithful guardians and pledge our lives to upholding your decision. And this vow will stay true until the end of our days, where it will be passed on to future flame chasers.
Oh my god, he said the thing.
A steadfast and unwavering promise that shall endure through the ages.
Hey, cheer this man! Yeah! Are they cheering? Oh, they're yapping. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, enough in my ears. Enough. I don't need to hear all that. In an uproar, representative leaders from different cities in Akuma throw pieces of pottery and Dalium. Excuse me?
At the present time, on the scales of Talentum, those who call for
bro thinks he's Erwin.
Of the flame
Found it.
Journey,
Yanfei's teacher. No, bro did a really good job. I think he did a damn good job. I feel like Daredevil would be impressed.
Each faction holds an equal share of votes, resulting in a perfect balance.
Balanced, as all things should be.
As expected, this is the moment when the flame chase journey is the closest to its end.
And now, it's your turn to vote. Lord
Comes down to you?
Anaxagoras.
Anaxagoras, what are you cooking, bro?
Is there anyone else who hasn't voted?
No, you're the last. Cast your vote with care.
It's all on you, man. What are you going to do?
Impasse.
What you gonna do?
I have long since made a decision.
Very well. May you bring much needed change to this farcical world.
Okay. Cutscene? Oh, I was about to say, what are we doing? Alright, here we go. Time to place the last vote.
Who will he die in this test?
Talk about a grand entrance.
Hey, Vinon. Slide me a 50. I vote for you. I got y'all. Alright, boys. Here we go.
You've done well, Finan. Given the circumstances, delivering a rousing speech to stir up emotions was a prudent move.
Is he gonna say but?
Thank you all for
Okay.
your patience.
No but.
On behalf of the 7 sages of the Grove of Epiphany and the scholars of Amphoreus, I, Anaxagoras, am ready to cast my vote. But before that, in the interest of fairness, Lady Goldweaver, I pose a question to you before all who are gathered here. Will you, as Finan has promised, stand by the decision made in the Assembly, regardless of outcome?
In the interest of fairness, I make no promises, lest it should influence your decision.
Very well. I thank you for your honesty.
All eyes on you.
What's he doing?
The stakes are high. Let's be patient.
Cut the act! Who do you think you are wasting our time like
Man,
this?
shut up, man. Somebody toss this bum out. Mods,
Anaxa,
rearrange
please,
his
do not
spinal cord.
forget that I...
Rule number 1. Do not call me anaxa.
Uh-oh.
Rule number 2. Never interrupt me. Silence is golden.
Look what you did. He said silence is gold and y'all start yapping.
Just
Crazy.
vote already. What are you waiting for?
Your vote. Cast your vote. Cast your vote.
So y'all shut up. Damn.
I cannot help but wonder, is every hardship in the world something you will exploit and use to your advantage?
How else am I supposed to make use of this situation where my body and soul are separated? Oh, Circes. Or should I say Calypso? Accompany me on this final journey. Let us journey to the Nether realm and see how she will substantiate the answer to your question and validate my decision. We need only to follow the sound of the tides.
Quick Nether realm break.
You are...
Well done, child. Just as I foresaw, you have achieved great things.
Teacher.
What a twist of fate. A blasphemer raised in the doctrines of the Venerationists. It's like a foal kicking its mother in the belly after taking all her milk.
I respect you immensely, sir, but...
You cherish the truth even more. So, child, do not be troubled by the criticisms I have borne. Do not let those voices hinder you as you forge ahead. As the sage of the Venerationists, I am duty-bound to oppose you. But, as your friend and mentor, Anaxagoras, I say, go forth, for the truth is already in your hands.
You know what to do.
I will keep that in mind.
Bro said, can we just not save this part of land? Bro's sick and tired of the NPCs. I don't blame you.
And when you reach the end of this journey, may we meet again with the truth before us.
You have my word, sir. May Circes safeguard your thoughts.
May Circe safeguard your thoughts.
You are right, Empedocles. My lonely pursuit is about to welcome a new chapter. I must be on my way now. May we meet again with the truth before us, Empedocles.
What are you waiting for?
Man, shut
Cast
up.
your vote.
Silence! Silence, everyone!
Uh-oh.
Behold, Circes, here at the center of the world, I shall write the final step of my proof. For this place is but one step away from the truth.
Alright, it's all you. The floor is yours.
Professor, I completed the proof you wanted.
Oh.
Thank you, Castorice.
The answer is plain as day. My vote goes to the Flame Chase journey and nothing else.
There you have it. She about to crash out.
I have deciphered the truth of this world.
My guy.
With the balance shattered, the result is clear. By carefully enter Lenten above, as the Theoros I have observed.
No! Lygus, you can't!
What you mean you can't? They voted.
Anaxa, what have
They
you
voted.
done? Have you lost your mind? I hope you are prepared for the harsh punishment awaiting you. Mark my words, I will make sure that clever head of yours never forgets the price of betrayal.
You know, saying this out loud in front of a crowd is crazy, I'm not gonna lie. It makes you look really bad. But go off. Sure. Do your thing.
Have you forgotten? I told you that happens to be one of my rare talents.
You put on such a grand performance, just to aid their preposterous flame chase journey?
Performance? No, you are quite mistaken. I may be paranoid by nature, but I've always been known for my honesty. If you really understood me, Lady Kindness, you'd realize that I never had any interest in your pathetic little game of politics.
Thought that was pretty obvious from our
Factions,
side.
Standpoints. They are jokes in my eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I have never once switched sides. Because I, and I alone, am the truth.
This dude, bro.
Kindness, with all
The self-glaze.
citizens here as witnesses, we should honor the spirit of democracy and respect the decision of this
Yeah!
assembly.
Listen to Lygus. That's literally what I was just saying. You're making yourself look
have
crazy,
observed
crashing out
that
like this.
Arkema has chosen her destiny. This citizens' assembly has resolved to continue the flame chase journey. This resolution shall be put up on the wall of heroes, such that all citizens are aware of the city's way forward.
So deal with it.
You!
What are you gonna do?
It seems not everyone is ready for the assembly to end. Very well. Let me entertain you for a little longer.
Oh, you about to embarrass her?
By your leave, Lord Lygus.
Interesting. Elders and citizens, your attention, please. Stay for a moment.
Oh boy.
If you will. Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany has an announcement for the Assembly.
What is this performer up to now?
They're all mauling over there.
Just moments ago, all of you made a decision on the fate of Amphoreus. As a supporter of the Flame Chase journey, it pleases me to see the choice you have made.
Mm-hmm. You said Kindness needs someone to take her out. You said for some dinner? Bro, oh hell no. Listen, what she needs is the Thanos snap. She gotta go. She don't need no nice dinner. She don't need nothing else. She could just go. Alright, she lost the privileges to everything else that's good in life. She's done. She's done. Bro over here ready to go take her out for a dinner. That's crazy. You could fix her. Oh no. No. No, cowboy. No, no, no. Not her. Anybody but her. Oh lord. Bro said, the tears of the Council of Elders, so salty that it tastes wonderful, literally. Oh boy.
But I regret to say that I still harbor doubts about this outcome. Thus, I hereby challenge this resolution.
Huh? Huh?
Tell me, who among you dare swear to Kefali's name that Era Nova will truly welcome the fairy tale ending that the Chrysos heirs have promised?
Hmm?
A beautiful new world free of calamity and madness?
Nonsense! That's impossible! What is he getting at? Of course not!
No one? Must I pick somebody to answer? Very well. You, the one acting so wise and profound, in front of all present here, do you dare swear that it will happen for sure? No? Fine. Next. You, the one with ignorance written all over your face. Yes, you. Do you dare swear by it in front of the Titan?
What are you trying to do?
Useless. Your turn, then. With that smug look of yours, you must be confident that the Flame Chase journey is the best course to take, right?
Hey! Mind your tongue!
Bro literally just won the side of the Flame Chase journey and then is asking these people, you are sure with the decision that you made, right? You're positive that this was the right route to take, correct?
So,
bro.
No one? I see. In that case, Finan, answer me this. Your speech was filled with such passion just now. How confident, then, are you in making this promise?
Professor, what are you doing?
Let him continue with his performance.
You got an answer?
Will you look at that? Even Finan and Aglaya lack the courage to make such a promise.
Yeah, dude's like the teacher that would ask, how did you get the right answer? I used to do that in math class back in the day. I used to cheat on the math freaking homework or something and find the answers. And then she'd be like, how did you get that answer? It's right, but how'd you do it? And I'd be like, you see, I did a little bit of this and that, and I just had some scribble of some numbers of just writing the problem that was there in like a different order or something weird. And I'm like, yeah, you see, I got it. You know? Cooking. You said bro said he could fix her when Aglaya is right there. I know. Just go talk to Aglaya, bro. You don't need to talk to that old hag over there.
And what's even more absurd is that no one but I can promise you this new world. And yet, the Assembly passed the resolution anyway.
He's trying to make everybody feel stupid in here.
But you needn't worry, because I knew better than to trust you good-for-nothings.
Oh?
That is precisely why I am here today. To give you one final lecture.
Now listen up and listen well. I, Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany, hereby declare everything that the Flame Chase journey promises is true. Finan of Ides Elysiae, the prophesized demigod who shall succeed Kefali, will reforge each and every one of us in the new world with his complete, intact memories.
What?
The core flame-bearing titans were the Chrysos heirs of yesterday, and the Chrysos heirs who carry the core flames today will become the titans of tomorrow.
Yeah, go ahead, let them know.
All of our souls shall endure for eternity in the miracle of the World-Bearer. And all under Kefali's protection shall step into that new world.
This is pure blasphemy!
Nonsense.
What? Are you saying that we must bow down to you and worship you even in our next lives?
You're never escaping. Better get comfy.
You blasphemous imbecile! How dare you try to deceive us with all these lies and falsehoods? How can you prove?
I told you, don't interrupt me. But since you've asked, I shall be kind and indulge you. My statements are based on my experiments on the divine body of Kefali themselves.
Dun dun
You heard
dun.
me correctly, everyone. With the tacit approval of kindness and the Council of Elders, I fused my soul with a god through alchemy and learned the truth behind Era Nova.
And what do you got to say about that? Yeah.
What is he talking about?
They're all like, huh?
Isn't that pure blasphemy?
I, the vile, wretched blasphemer, deserve nothing less than death for my sins. And the Council of Elders, which granted me consent and aided in committing this atrocity, should face punishment alongside me.
By the gods, even kindness has betrayed Akuma.
Oh my god. Jumper, pack her up. Get her. Do it. Get the pitchforks.
I had no knowledge of his transgressions. He did that on his own. The Council of Elders bears no responsibility for his actions.
Yeah, okay.
Lord Lygus, as the esteemed Theoros, are you going to simply stand by and allow the Council of Elders to be...
Bro's like, I'm
drenched
enjoying
in the
this.
mud?
I'm gonna get some popcorn.
If the accusation is true, I will acknowledge it. If not, my conscience stands unburdened. Lady Kindness, the reputation of the Council of Elders was not built in a day, nor will it be shattered overnight. Repercussions await those who fool the people, and punishment must be meted out on those who abandon their vows. We should respect this beautiful city and her
Beautiful, yeah.
You...
Lady Aglaya, the Gold Weaver, I humbly ask that you take on the responsibility of overseeing this judgment in the name of the fairness of Talantin and the justice of Kefali. Considering the circumstances, and in accordance with Akuma's codex, as the only demigod
Kindness
among
is
us,
about to crash
you
out.
shall rightfully wield this authority.
Bad. Real bad.
The honor is mine to bear.
How is this permitted? Somebody do something. This is how we're supposed to hold.
Elders and citizens, silence, if you please. Anaxagoras of the Grove of Epiphany has made his statement clear. As per Akuma's codex, I request all present citizens to stand with me in exercising the right of judgment. First, Elder Kindness of Akima and Ligus the Theoros stand accused of neglecting their duties and abusing the law, leading to the egregious blasphemy against a god. In the names of Talantan and Kefili, Akima is to form a committee before the 7th action hour to conduct an investigation and disclose the findings to the public for subsequent judgment.
Bro said, man, this pig has been silent the whole time. When will they say something? Never. That pig is literally there for you to break it, and it gives you a speed boost when you're running. It's just there in the back. It's not a character that talks. That's funny.
Confessed to
That is
grave
really funny.
blasphemy against Kefili. In the names of Talantan and Kefili, the accused must be allowed to hear the people's voice prior to the execution, for a chance at a reduced sentence and possible pardon.
Hey. Hey. What? Okay. Damn. It was kind of catchy. I wasn't agreeing with it.
Professor.
Did the pig vote as well? You know? That's a good question. Again? Again? Hey. Who? Dang. This is so stupid. This is so dumb. Oh my god, this is so dumb. Jesus. They still going? Jesus. Holy. This is gonna be burned into my brain. Okay, okay, enough. Stop. Holy.
What decision will you make, Lady Goldweaver?
Jeez. Well, how much Let 'em Dies I need to listen to, bro? Damn. Freaking hell, chat.
Enough with the hesitation, Aglaya. This is not like you.
Let him die! 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 Let him die!
Are you finished? Jesus. Good lord. I get it. Like...
Then, in light of the people's voice,
let him die.
O Talantan on high, may you bring death upon him.
Yeah, let him die. See, this is all part of his master plan to make the public opinion of Aglaya to be different, so people really like her. See? Master plan, because bro's gonna die anyway, so he's trying to make sure she's good before he bounces. A sea of flowers. What is this place? Yeah, bro is taking more damage than anaxa, and he's the one that's gonna die, literally. Whew. Hey, how you doing?
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
My name is Castorice.
I bore the name of Castorice while walking among the mortals. And now, I stand as the demigod of death, the living side of Thanatos. Welcome to my realm, where the west wind ends.
Beautiful place you got here. Bro said, Mom, I made it. My character arc is finally done. I only press this for the stream's sake. I would, in actuality, I would say this is a beautiful place. But you know, sure. Jesus.
You're still as energetic as always.
You know.
Did you know? Every flower here was planted by Thanatos themselves. These flowers were originally both lifeless and immortal. But in the first rain brought by the River of Souls, they were given new life, flourishing as the bearers of countless souls. And it is my duty as the Master of Death to tend to their well-being and foster their growth in this serene haven. Similar to the structured cycle of life and death in the mortal world, these flowers too shall wither and fade, returning to the earth and then ascending to the sky with mist and tides. Eventually, they will descend to the mortal land as gentle rain. Every soul undergoes the perpetual cycle of reincarnation, albeit in varied forms, until the world meets its end. Yet, sadly, there's no time left for Amphoreus to wait for when the flowers bloom again. Now, death is the power at my fingertips. It once led the souls of the deceased here, but I shall open the gate of the Netherworld and return you to the realm of the living. In exchange,
it's time.
Please, take the core flame of death with you and complete the flame chase journey.
Gotcha.
Do not let our work thus far be in vain.
I would never. Hey, you have my word. Wait, you're not going back? Yes, this is also what I've been waiting for over here. Yeah, this part.
Just like the other demigods, I will stay here and embrace my destiny.
So here's my thing, chat. She's gonna be here. Anaxa's about to die. Mighty's been fighting, doing his thing. We're already running out of characters very quickly. So, my question, and don't answer this question, chat. This is just me speaking to you guys of what's going on in my brain. My question is, if this storyline's supposed to last like a freaking year, there's just already, like, we don't have many freaking flame chasers left already, if that's the case. I mean, you got Cypher, right? She hasn't faced her freaking destiny yet. Evaglia. You still have the two other freaking versions of Trivios or whatever, right? We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, don't answer the question, chat. I'm just yapping to you, just for, you know, brain storming purposes. So if, I'm not looking at chat yet, but if you did put something that you could probably just delete it or something until I'm done with the quest. Okay. Let us continue.
That being said, it is not easy to guide a lost soul back to the mortal realm. The whispers of death are sweet and alluring. If your determination wavers, you will succumb and be forever ensnared by the Netherworld's grasp. Please consider this a one-time exception. I will do everything in my power for the flame chase journey. And for your life, the only life I can save.
I'll do my best.
I am glad to hear that.
Over here!
Yeah, tribute story isn't finished yet. Well, yeah, that's why I said there's still two. Huh?
I believe
what the hell? Yeah, that's why I said there's still two of them left for tribute and stuff. But bro said the pig will come into play. Yes. The pig is gonna take the freaking rest of the damn time, bro. Now what the hell is going on over here? March! What's going on with you?
Just forget about all the hardships.
I like how I try to walk into that.
Such a sweet joy.
Hey, that picture. Yeah, back when we thought that you freaking died. Oh shit. I missed the Kafka picture from the very beginning of the game, my bad.
Look back for me.
Lift your chin up high and step forward with us toward tomorrow.
That's right. Keep your eyes on the dawn.
Onward. Show me your courage.
My dog.
Partner, we shall become heroes together.
Almost there. Oh! Well, this is about to happen. We out of here, boys. Ahoo! It's time. Finally. Thank you, castorice. Since I've already made it to the end, maybe I could have one last glance at that sea of flowers. Don't turn around, well, I'll show you with it. It's literally just don't turn around, keep looking forward, don't turn around. You give me Acheron flashbacks. Can I go with this one? Oh! Ah, that's funny. That's funny. That's hilarious that I said that, and then yeah. So, fear not, as a touch of red will be awaiting you at the end of the path. Funny. I'll guide you and illuminate the way out. By doing so, you'll eventually reunite in the warmth of the sunlight. Was that supposed to be voice acted? Is Acheron's VA MIA also? What's this? What in the world are these shadows and voices?
All of this is proof that you once lived. Your soul, your memories, the years you've journeyed through, and the path they revealed, leading you back home. So, continue onward. Do not stop moving forward, and do not let her sacrifice and the support of all who have stood by you be in vain. Over here, friend!
What's up, ma'am? You said Allegra Clark said she had recorded the lines? Huh. That's interesting that they didn't put it in.
Take my hand! Let's go home.
Goodbye, Netherrealm. Geronimo! Let the trailblazing continue. We back, boys. In the flesh. In the pixels. I'm back.
At last. I knew you could do it.
Thank you, castorice. Appreciate you. We done did it, boys. You know, I might save this picture. Give me a sec. Another picture we shall save. Okay, I got it.
Your soul is still perfectly whole. As if some kind of force is trying its best to keep it together. Is it Ornyx's final blessing? Or is it a miracle of your own? It's truly incredible. his fate, once again fulfilling its own design. Or perhaps it is the laws from beyond the sky, so familiar to you, that intertwined our fates long ago. It seems that this is a riddle which cannot be solved anytime soon. The sensation of becoming a demigod is truly wondrous. It's as if the river of souls is winding its way through the depths of my spirit, transforming with each breath into a fine rain that nourishes the world. Do you recall that prophecy? At the end of the sea of flowers, the souls of the living shall warm thy fingertips, and after an embrace, there shall be eternal separation. I promised you that I would do everything in my power to give it another meaning. Now, as I stand as a demigod and destiny draws to a close, I can finally end it in a way that is as beautiful as it deserves. The wish I once sought, but could never grasp, is now within reach. In this brand new world, every blooming life will lift its arms in celebration and recount the profound meaning of this very instant.
And yeah, Shadow, I agree with you. I mean, showed her for a reason there, huh? Right? You said Mem said almost the same thing that Acheron said before yeeting Aventurine into Penacony. Good times.
Every touch, every embrace we share will never again be an ice-cold loss. They will radiate with an intense warmth, sowing love far and wide throughout the land.
Ooh.
The other shore is very cold.
Hey, yo.
May I borrow your warmth one last time? Thank you.
Aw.
For fulfilling this wish of mine. The place I'll be going to is what humans call the Land of Sorrows. But with this heartbeat and the residual heat of this embrace, I shall turn the Nether realm into a gentle place of rest.
And there's the goosebumps.
This embrace may be brief, but it's the proof that I once lived. Farewell, then. May we reunite in the new world.
May we reunite in the new world. Hey, I mean, I think in some shape or form, yeah, we will see her again.
Your whole life.
I mean, we saw Mighty again way sooner than I thought we would ever see Mighty. To be real with you. What a great character, though.
I gave up everything in search of truth, and it culminated.
Well, it's your turn,
moment.
Anaxa. Let's get this on with.
You, on the other hand, performed as I expected. You did not.
No, not the see you tomorrow. No, not the see you tomorrow.
It's as if you
crave power, like a fly craves rot.
Those are your words, not mine.
But what you said at the end, did you already know what I had planned for Thinen?
I may have lost an eye, but my vision is clearer than anyone else. You've nearly exhausted your humanity. You're no different from my current state as a walking corpse.
That's true. I've long since burned to ash over the past 1,000 years. Only he is capable of unleashing a raging fire that rivals our final great enemy, Aquila.
So, this is our last chance. How about we let go of the bad blood between us? May I resonate with your core flame, Aglaya?
Please do.
Alright.
That's impossible. To persist with your soul thinned to such an extent. You're insane.
For it to have bro freaking shook over here, that's definitely saying something.
Just as you fight to lug your corpse onward to complete your
Jeez,
unfinished
you hanging on by a thread over there?
I have my own reasons for doing this. Until Finan grows into his position as the prophesied leader, I must continue to lead everyone on the flame chase journey. I must keep inching forward, even if only as an empty shell.
I've long predicted this was the case, but I didn't think you'd already lost so much. How ironic. We would have avoided so many misunderstandings if you and I had just spoken this candidly before.
You know, it's amazing how many problems would be fixed if two people just had a simple conversation and talk things out to have a common standing ground, but no.
But casting aside our
This is life.
ideological differences, there is one thing you and I agree on.
Finan.
Yes. He was born to be a hero. He understands the hearts of the people, and I can confidently
Then there'd be no
say
story
he's
that's
a
not
far
untrue.
better leader than you.
That is true.
Only he is capable of fulfilling your mission. Sadly, he is a man cursed by Nestia. But by my estimates, his horribly elaborate sense of style should not impede Era Nova.
Congratulations are in order. We found common ground at the very end of our destined paths.
Ain't that something?
When you
I
put
mean,
it
I guess
that
better
way,
late than never,
makes
huh?
me want to take back what I said.
Aglaya, we're back.
Hey!
Come welcome our great hero reborn from the ashes.
We back.
I hope he didn't hear your earlier assessment.
It wouldn't be the first time I criticized him. A man should be aware of his own shortcomings.
Boys, we back. Jeez. And look at this damn group. I don't know, I can tell like Finance outfit is bad.
I'm gladdened by your triumphant return.
It's an outfit that definitely suits Finan, I'll say that.
But I don't see castorice among your number.
Well, about that.
It looks like she not only helped me prove my theory, but helped you fulfill your mission as well.
She finally understood her origins and completed her trial. Yeah. And I believe she'll always be at our side. True. They're both true.
She might not have been able to change her fate, but she still wrote the final verse of her epic herself. Dreamin, please recite the prophecy for us. Trailblazer, please surrender that scalding core flame for us as well. You are the only life she ever saved by her own hand in her 1,000 years on this earth. I believe no one is more qualified for this noble task.
Let the ceremony begin. You said your personal theory is that she's using her threads to keep her body moving and she's constantly being awake so she won't literally fall apart. Jesus. That'd be a real rough freaking theory right there if that's the case. You know how disturbing it would be if when it's her time to finally go, you just see her body just fall a piece. Jesus.
Oh gods who have returned, and gods who are still watching. Today, we bring you a soul laid bare. The Hand of Shadow, Thanatos. Remember their name from the past. From daylight they came, and to their fragrant dwelling they return, to walk now among your ranks. And there was one who joined hands with the Titan, a traveler risen from the dead and reborn among mortal kind. He is the everlasting Knight, and shall now proclaim in his good name, O Majesty of the 12 Titans, pillars of the world. We seek your divinity to mend the rifts of the world. Fill our bodies with blood of gold, till we wither in willing service to the prophecy. Step forward, Trailblazer from beyond the sky, and together with us, surrender the core flame and carve their star into the sky.
Will do. Will do. Goodbye, castorice. Until next time. Go ahead and take it. All right.
A constellation for death.
For life and death, to be more precise.
Look, it's...
Oh! Okay. Hey, ya. Is that castorice?
No, it's only a divine echo. I think she's here for the trial.
Bro said, can we kiss the echo? That's crazy work in front of everybody, bro. Thinking about kissing the echo.
That's the language of the Titans.
Bro might as well kiss a damn hologram.
Castorice... No. The Titan... They said... I have illuminated the cold shadow of death. Onwards. For your path to the future is bright and its flame eternal. Do not forget.
Yeah, castorice has officially become a Titan.
She made quite a scene. I suppose it's my turn now.
Yeah.
I won't stop you.
Professor, you...
What's with that look? You were present. So, let's get this execution over with. We wouldn't want to bring shame to Akima's divine laws or keep me from creating a new world.
Bro's like, chop chop.
You never change, do you, Professor? I don't understand. If your theory is correct, you'll lose all memories of your past life once you become a Titan. So what's the point of becoming a god?
Of course there's a point. Even if I forget who I am, I'll still have my brilliant mind.
Bro is like, I'ma still have my 200
It goes
IQ.
Without saying, I'll find a way to retrieve memories of my past life. Besides, I still have you, don't I?
I still don't really understand what you said during the assembly. Even if it were true, things reforged from memory could never be the same as the original anyway.
Then allow me to tell you right now that you're wrong. What exactly are we? My answer is that the Chrysos heirs are the future Titans and vice versa. Of course, this answer only applies to us. So, what are we when it comes to regular mortals? The very essence of the world, our souls, are tiny invisible seeds that hold records of each person's memories of the world. And we are the buds that sprout from these seeds to grow into great trees.
Is that what new sporism means?
Correct. Once our physical bodies are born, we become new extensions of the world. From there, we plant our seeds into someone's memories, and then scatter them into the hearts of countless people in the future. Just as seeds are affected by their environment, so too will our appearances differ across memories. But the partial memories we carry will always be the same, because that is just how the world is. To destroy our very existence, one must destroy the world itself. But we have someone who will still live on with his perfect memory. That person is you, child of Kefali. This is what it means to be the world-bearing Titan. So, carry everything of this world and live on. Don't disappoint those most precious to you. Don't disappoint Lady Goldweaver. And especially, don't bring dishonor to my theory.
Don't do it.
Anaxa, I swear to you, I'll lead everyone to our reunion in the new world.
Good. That is all I have to say. Farewell, everyone.
Farewell. Enjoy your new life as a Titan, my guy. Good luck getting your memories and such. It's been real.
Safeguard your thoughts.
Salute him in the same way. Hit him with the John Cena. Go ahead. May Circes safeguard your thoughts.
Are you satisfied, honorable Titan?
Very. I hereby swear I have borne witness. Anaxagoras of the New Sporists and the Grove of Epiphany has successfully overcome the trial of reason. Thus, I shall confer upon you these words. You shall transcend the peaks of purity and return to corruption and hardship.
Oh, so that's a god's prophecy. It sounds like you just rephrased my past, present, and future. Oh, Circes. Is that all you've got?
Well, you've already transcended the peaks of purity, and you were never the type to give me any leeway.
That is true.
Valid.
But I do still have one question.
I knew it. What is it? Maybe we're thinking of the same thing.
As you've so boldly stated, we and the world itself live on through the memories of others. If that is the case, whose memories did the very first new spore sprout from?
Now that's a question.
How should I know?
Oh my.
But, since we are both equally curious, we should allow the children of humanity who come after us to investigate in our stead.
Oh boy!
Rejoice, Circes.
Damn!
Sow the seeds of suspicion in the new world with your soul!
And now, the objective is complete. That is all.
Oh my god. Just immediately gone, yep. He was a corpse.
Thankfully, she's still alive.
Yeah, meanwhile...
Was March 7th also in this condition when she was first rescued by the Express?
Her condition was very similar. It's just that at the time, the Express did not have a memo keeper who could diagnose her condition. And that was indeed chilling. Oh my god.
But she still woke up naturally. Looking on the bright side, that might happen this time as well.
When March awakened from the ice, the memories were completely, her memories were completely wiped clean. I want to prepare for the worst and prevent something like that happening again. Can you share with us your hypothesis?
I do not have conclusive evidence, but judging by her current condition, perhaps March 7th's memories have been hijacked.
Hijacked?
Think about it, Miss Himiko. What will happen when someone loses their ability to remember?
I'm not a biologist, but I hear that there's a species of fish in Von Wack, however you say that, that has the memory span of less than a second. It forgets anything that occurs the very next instant. Perhaps something similar will happen.
Unfortunately,
Jesus, what a terrible life.
Memory is an entirely different concept from the inability to remember. Perhaps it is difficult for you to imagine, but an individual who has lost their ability to remember turns into nothingness.
Nothingness?
The belief of the Garden is that everything in this universe can be interpreted through memories. This is the driving force behind the continuance of this path. The past is made up of memoria, while the future is a possibility that will eventually be converted to memoria. But the present, it doesn't really exist, and it's only an abstract expression. Therefore, when a person is affected by the path and loses their ability to remember, their physical form will also be affected. These ice crystals are a manifestation of that.
Miss Black Swan, there's one thing that I haven't looked into deeply until now. You guided us to Amphoreus, but refused to tell us your true intentions. Collecting memories is simply not a convincing answer.
Is Miss Himiko suspicious of me?
I mean no offense, I'm merely speculating, but I'd appreciate your honesty if possible here.
In other words, now is the time for me to prove my innocence. That's not a problem, of course. The true reason behind my intentions is that Amphoreus holds special significance. For some memo keepers of the Garden with extremist views, it is a perfect example.
Perfect example?
A world that can only be seen through the Garden's mirror means that memo keepers have the right to keep the world in their private collection. If those Pathstriders of Remembrance were to uncover the secrets of Amphoreus first, they might unleash their wild ambitions and remodel more worlds into a similar form.
So the reason you did everything you could to convince the Express to come to this star zone is just to uncover the secrets and foil the plans of these people?
I chose to remain quiet before, because I did not want to involve you in the Garden's internal conflicts.
Right. Remodeling a world is no easy feat. These extremists likely aren't just simple Pathstriders. Do they wield the power of Emanators?
You can be even bolder with your guesses. The people that I'm talking about, they aren't just individuals. They are an organization that has already attached itself to the pinky finger of Fu Li.
A whole organization. Could they be the one who hijacked March's memories?
I cannot be certain, but at the very least, they are capable of doing so. I am deeply sorry about what has happened to March 7th, but the deal that I propose still remains a fair one. Amphoreus is still an excellent destination, and investigating further might allow us to uncover the truth behind the accident. Miss Himiko, the wisest choice right now is for us to continue cooperating.
What's wrong? Uh-oh.
Let me take back a part of what I said just now, Miss Himiko.
What do you mean by that?
Although we indeed struck a deal, it seems like I have involved you in some unforeseen danger.
Oh my god,
Please
Black Swan, bro.
accept my deepest apologies.
Good job. For Black Swan to look concerned is very, very bad. What did you get us into? Has something changed?
It's fully. Their gaze has just swept across Amphoreus.
Oh. Herda?
How interesting.
What the fuck? We just flipping to everybody now. Herda, I ain't seen you this whole damn time.
I never expected a mere memo snatcher to be actually hiding so much inside her head. What's even more interesting is that the word Amphoreus has appeared in her subconscious.
This lady seems to be having fun. Is she usually like this?
You said you feel like March lost her memories because she went through a world reset in Amphoreus and somehow escaped maybe a crisis air? Maybe. There also is a jellyfish that gets startled easily and will reset their life by turning back into a baby and regrowing their life again? What? It's able to just straight up reset. Jellyfish are like some of the weirdest freaking things, dude. But fascinating. Probably Remembrance March, she said, but so Eternal Cycle just to extract memories. Huh. I want to see this freaking organization that Black Swan's talking about, bruh. That's what I want to see, but you know, we'll get there.
Hard to explain.
What are you two whispering about? Has it not occurred to you that I can hear everything clearly?
Please pardon me, Madam Herta. Would you mind sharing with us what you've discovered?
The ones who need help are the Astral Express. You will have to put up with my methods, even if they are rather unconventional. Let's get back to the topic. By using the fourth mirror, I rummaged through the brain of this memo snatcher and learned a good deal. Not only does this person know of Amphoreus, but there are also many memo keepers who are interested in the place. I searched through her consciousness and found the following terms: the Eternal Land, the Rejected Land, and the private collection of the Garden of Recollection.
Seems like Miss
Miss Black Swan.
I'm so used to having to read these lines. My bad, bro.
From us.
Since I'm not able to find any useful clues from the outside, why don't I personally visit this mysterious Amphoreus?
You just gonna hop right in?
You're planning to head to Amphoreus yourself?
Come on in!
Yes, but not in the flesh like you all foolishly did.
Smart.
See these Herta mirrors? With them, I can project my data spirit entity to any corner of the cosmos through spatial warps, without even needing to leave my room. But of course, these corners of the cosmos must be within the coverage zone of inter-astral peace communications. After all, this is collaborative technology.
I see. You do seem like the more indoor type.
Calling her a homebody.
Although that star zone is not within the network of the
Space
ITC,
VPN.
the Express itself can serve as a signal station. Come, give me the astral chart coordinates. Then
Come on.
sit back and enjoy the show.
Alright, let's see. Should imagine if Welt went with Don Hung and Trailblazer. That'd have been really interesting.
Now that everything is ready, mirrors, get to work.
Well, I have heard her, so for the sake of just story, just to have her there, I don't need. Give me my Herta.
Play like.
Alright, here we go. You know what's so funny? I tried to hit X to jump over this. There's no jumping in this game. What's up, boys?
Madam, Watching you work has been an enlightening experience for me.
Really?
It's hard to imagine that an outstanding scholar like you could maintain such a relaxed manner most of the time. Your calm and collected nature is truly a trait that I should learn.
Wow. He's like, I'm trying not to be a crash out demon.
Why does everything that comes out of his mouth sound so snarky?
Bruh. Well, you should have seen him before.
Thank you, Madam Herta. Companions are the lifeblood of the Astral Express. When things are settled, we will repay you for all your help.
Well, this young man sure is courteous.
Alright, here we go.
First mirror, input the coordinates. You'll be in charge of the spatial warp.
As you command, Madam Herta. The preparations are complete. I wish you a pleasant journey ahead.
Number 2.
Second mirror, prepare for the thought refraction. There's still some distance from the Astral Express to the Amphoreus celestial body. You're in charge of sending me over. This time, raise the power to the maximum. Don't be
Crank
stingy.
that shit up.
Okay, I won't fail the mission, Madam Herta.
You don't sound very confident. Number 3.
Third mirror, you're in charge of generating the data spirit entity.
I'm happy to help, Madam Herta.
Where you hit some.
What kind of appearance are you planning to use this time?
Her own?
Good question. Let me think. Forget it. Just use my own appearance.
See?
There's no one there that'll recognize me anyway.
As you wish.
And here we are.
Fourth mirror, you'll be in charge of... It seems like I have nothing for you. Just stand by and wait for orders.
I was wondering why it was making me go back to the first one. I didn't have to talk over here.
That's so boring.
I'm sorry, you know, you'll get something to do one day.
Can you count down from 4 instead?
No. Number 1's 1 for a reason. You're 4 for a reason. Alright.
Preparation of the data spirit entity complete. Thought refraction at max power. Excellent. The first mirror. Let's get going.
Have a safe trip, Madam Herta.
May your journey yield good results.
Coordinates input complete. Preparing to activate spatial warp. Destination, unknown celestial body. Amphoreus. Spatial warp countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Warp activated.
Oh! Wow! So that's Amphoreus? Its appearance.
Infinity!
Well, sure is unique. Second mirror. Prepare for thought refraction. It's time to send me in.
Alright, please read the safety protocols carefully.
Oh my lord.
Can't you hurry up?
Yes, ma'am.
Come on, chop chop.
I didn't expect it to be so turbulent. I should have asked the second mirror to use slightly less power. Oh, what a magnificent sight. Is this the entrance to Amphoreus? Let's see. Perhaps I'll be able to find a way in.
Isn't that... I forgot bro's name, but the threat that we've been dealing with over there? Literally right over there? Yeah, the constellations are not activated. I see. Interesting.
What's this? A statue? It's ugly. I don't like it.
Flame Reaver, there we go, thank you. What's up, my dudes?
Oh, I finally found your traces. How esteemed must you be for the great Herta to come out personally? When we return, get ready to become free labor for the simulated universe for the rest of your lives.
What?
What's this? How creepy. Oh, it moves? Who are you trying to scare?
Bruh.
It's either a projection
Oh, it moves?
or a fake.
Really?
There doesn't seem to be much to take note of.
You said
How am I going to get into Amphoreus?
You said we haven't even seen much of Herta yet. She's already one of your characters of the 3.0 updates. Yeah, no, she's great. Certainly has a lot of personality. It's like a change of pace.
Apologies, esteemed lady. I'm afraid that
Lygus?
you cannot proceed further.
You gonna gatekeep us?
Who's there?
Your visit, although not part of my calculations, is a pleasant surprise. It's a pity that the preparations are not yet in place to receive you with the hospitality that someone of your status deserves.
Are you not going to answer my question? Who are you?
I have many identities, and I'm going to have even more in the future.
Excuse me?
But if
what does that mean?
You just need a form of address.
Huh?
You can use my common alias, Lycurgus. Lygus.
Lycurgus?
All right, Lygus. But you can't possibly think that I'm just asking for a name, can you?
Regrettably, I do not have the authority to share more information. However, standards are always flexible. While not violating the ultimate agreement, I'm able to disclose this piece of information. As you thought, this is the entrance to Amphoreus. Now, please, kindly turn back. Amphoreus is not a world that you should be involved with, regardless of what kind of magnificent achievements you have accomplished. This place will not open its doors so easily.
Damn, to not open the doors to Herta is crazy.
You seem to understand me very well. Then you should know that I have no reason to listen to you.
Your reaction is completely within my calculations. Despite my long years as a watcher, it seems like my assessment of human nature still remains accurate. From you, I'm able to sense a beautiful desire for knowledge, but my answer remains unchanged. Madam, it is with the utmost goodwill that I suggest you return to where you came from.
Or what?
Let's assume for a second that I'm not so well-mannered, and that I insist on uncovering the secrets hidden behind you, Mr. Lygus. How do you plan to dispel this notion of mine?
Within the scope of the ultimate agreement, there are 178,244 logic chains at my disposal to convince you. After filtering through them, I have determined that
What are you, Doctor Strange?
3 to attain the results that I desire.
Oh? I'm all ears.
First, for reasons that cannot be disclosed, Amphoreus is a completely isolated celestial body. Apart from me, no one else will be able to help you enter.
That's not a good argument.
Second, if your plan is, as you've alluded to previously, to force me into cooperating by showing hostility, do know that
I could throw hands and I don't know what he's gonna say.
just like you, I have basked in the gaze of the erudition. I stake my honor and assure you that in the worst case scenario, our mutual destruction will be inevitable.
Oh, alright.
Oh? No wonder I couldn't find a back door. When I did a scan of our surroundings, the safety protocols on you are comparable to Screwy's. How interesting.
I assume that you still wish to hear the third logic chain?
Of course. Why wouldn't I?
Third, even if you exhaust all your means, and find a way to break through. You will surely give up once you understand the consequences of your actions. After all, throughout your long life, as much as you'd hate to admit, your conscience has played a crucial role.
What a brazen robot. You think that you can actually understand me through your paltry calculations? But since you put it that way, why don't you tell me what these consequences will be?
Yeah, let me hear it.
It concerns the third path that is entangled with Amphoreus.
Oh.
Path that you and your friends still very much lack understanding of.
And what's the path, man? Bro sounds like he's starting to get angry a little bit.
Destruction. So, if you ignore my warnings and persist in your ways, you will break the shackles of a Lord Ravager. And when that happens, their fury will engulf the cosmos.
Yeah, Herta, maybe we shouldn't get involved and let the boys handle it that are there, you know what I'm saying? And that's where you end it? Yeah, Herta, maybe you should just sit this one out. You go let the boys, just tell them what happened. Tell Sunday, tell Welt what happened. And then just let us continue to take care of this. But I don't know, Herta could be just stubborn with it. But all those options do not seem good. Yeah, by the way, a Lord Ravager and the Law completely destroyed a whole galaxy because of how angry he was. Yeah, Herta, let's not do that. In the lore, that's what you're saying. Yeah. So first, we give a round of applause for the quest. I think it was good. I think this was a solid quest. I don't remember what I gave the last part. What did I give? I feel like I probably gave the last part like a 9 or something. Or close to a 10 for 3.1. 3.0 was like a 7.5 to me, or a 7. Thinking back on it, I'd probably give it like a 7. 3.0. I would give... You said enforces a prison for Lord Ravager. You said, who's the Lord Ravager? That's the question. Maybe the Flame Reaver? Well, Flame Reaver is freaking terrifying. That dude play no games. The number that pops in my head for this quest is an 8. For me personally. That's what I would give it. I think there was really good parts in this quest. I think I liked last quest more with Mighty, but I really did enjoy this quest regarding castorice and anaxa. I think the only one of the reasons why this doesn't get a higher score than the last one for me is because even though I did have an understanding on what was going on, you did have those points of where the extra yapping was kicking in, you know? This game's curse, if you will, you know? It's like, even though I tell you that I'm used to games like gachas that happens with, doesn't mean that it's a good thing. So there was some parts that did stretch a little bit too much that probably could have been cut shorter, you know? But when the points that were focused on the critical freaking parts of the story, they hit very hard. On the parts of where they wanted the emotional notes to hit, they absolutely hit. Like with castorice and her sister, hit crazy freaking good. The parts with anaxa and his what's the word I'm looking for? This teacher from before, there were some good parts in there. There was, and learning more about anaxa and seeing this cocky son of a bitch. But rightfully so cocky. Bro was right in the end, you know? I mean, if you're him, you're him. And he's him. Mem book? Oh, you recommend me looking at Mem's book? Hey, I remember how to do all this. Oh yeah, speaking of Mem. Mem can freaking speak. You didn't like some of the council vote stuff, but personally, besides the last part with anaxa? Yeah, I could see how that gets boring too, though. There's parts of this that I could completely understand why somebody would give it a lower score because it got boring. I get it. Because there was certain points during it where I'm just like, alright, bro, can we proceed? We had some good momentum, and now we're just like, a little bit stagnant with it. So I could see how somebody would probably give it like a 7. I could see a 7. I'm giving it an 8, but I could see somebody giving it a 7. But, yeah. So as far as ratings from worst to best, 3.0, 3.2, 3.1 in my opinion. How much fighting was there? Not a lot, but I don't go into these quests expecting a lot of fighting. It's not something that I really expect, considering how this has gone thus far. I feel like there was more fighting probably in Penacony. Feels like it, at least, to me. But the areas they made us go around. 3.3 definitely has potential to be great. Yes, it does. I like that we're really getting Herta in here. And I'm very much intrigued with Black Swan being concerned that she got us involved in this mess now. So, adds another threat in there. You personally like the yapping? No, I enjoy yapping in games if it, if it's good yapping. There's good yapping and bad yapping. I could deal with a lot of dialogue, but if it's fire dialogue, I'm locked in. But if it starts to feel like it's dragging and it's just like some stuff for conversations we don't really care about too much, then it's just like, me, So, I by no means think that this story for this update was hot dog water like some people are gonna, well, some people are saying it is. But it was good. I thought it was good with some weak points here and there, but nothing like major to the point that I'm gonna make it be lower than an 8. I don't know how the next part's gonna be. Hopefully they could keep the story being enjoyable for me. Because there's still, at the end of the day, the important thing is at the end of each one of these updates, you have to make the player want to care about what's gonna happen next. And they've done that thus far each time for me, where I actually care to see what's going to happen next. So, they're doing a good job with that. Now, if it got to the point of where it's like, bro, I don't even care, like, this is just ass, then yeah, we got a problem. But it's not like that for me personally. You know what I mean? Because y'all know, if I feel like something's garbage, I'll tell you it's garbage. You know what I mean? I'm not somebody who's going to defend this company for no freaking reason. Listen, they got enough money. They don't need me defending them. So, I'll tell you. Like with Genshin, I didn't like Natlin. I loved Fontaine. I'll tell you that straight up. You know what I mean? I have yet to make my return to Genshin because I'm just waiting until freaking probably Sneznaya at this point or something, or when Skirk comes out. I don't know. Because just, I'm good. I'm good, you know what I mean? So, yeah. I saw you were smiling once I got here. Ah, is it because it's your day off? Got it in one, didn't I? Bro said it's just because I'm a cheerful boy? That's a crazy line. Oh lord. Your smile is really lovely just like mine. Let's make a pact. As long as we're together, no matter how tough things get, we'll always remind each other to smile. Okay? Promise me. I haven't updated this book in a minute, bro. What did you want me to see in this book? Did you want me to just go to... I'm assuming you want me to look at castorice stuff. Anaxa stuff isn't in here? Oh. I see a sword that grants death, a shackle of destiny. Next to the silver-haired girl, worshipped at the Demise's hollow. The sword stained with unknown blood, laying shattered and snapped, the shackle chained pale wrist dotted in thickening rust. The priest asks with a shaking voice, upon whose fingertips will the butterfly perch? The girl never answers, like death itself, wreathed in silent solemnity. You said just update the book, just to update. Oh, you don't want me to read this right now? Okay. You just want me to update the book in general? It's very long to read, gotcha. Well, I appreciate you for just saying it. Alright. Alright, I won't read all this right now. I'll just put these things in here. So we still... I see we still have some more characters to go, chat. Wait a minute. We have quite a bit of slots here. Because Cypher is going to be in a slot. Anaxa I'm about to freaking put in a slot. What about those other slots? The hell's going in there? Yeah, each slide depends on how much story you did on them. Once you update all of them, you'll see how many characters we have left. Oh yeah, Hyacinth. Bro, I forgot she existed. Oh my god. Not even in a... not even in like a rude way. I forgot she existed, bro. Oh my god. Alright, let me put another one in. Who do you feel like... Who do I think the Lord Ravager is? Well, if it's not the dude that we saw before, then it's somebody we haven't seen yet, so I wouldn't even freaking know. Alright, next. Barbara catching strip. Barbara's crazy. Who's my favorite Cryosayer currently? Mighty. I could say Mighty. I really like Castorice. But Anaxa, really, I actually really like him. I'm gonna be honest. I think they did him justice to make me care about him. He's cool. He is really freaking cool. Like I said, bro's a cocky son of a bitch, but I mean, if you could back it up, that cockiness, I mean, it's really confidence if you know. Backing it up. You like fine on the most Kevin, huh? Kevin's cool to me, you know. Kevin's Kevin, you know what I mean? Kevin's Kevin. But yeah, Castorice I care about very much, I will say. And I'm happy for her. Anaxa, yeah, they did great. And then freaking Mighty over here, bro. Also, we will be added to the circle since we got Titan powers. You know, I didn't think about that, Steve. I did not think about that. No, Tribby had a really good story. I mean, it's not done yet because we still got the other. But what's it called? But I thought the story for her from last update was good. Another one. I'm just trying to fill this book up real quick. Oh. You said Tribby's a good choice. Aglaia, nobody likes Aglaia even though it's kind of a gooner game. Yeah, I don't know if I've talked to anybody that they say Aglaia is their favorite. Not to say that she's not a good character. And she clearly has a lot going on with her from what we just saw towards the end of that quest. Hanging on by merely a thread or many threads. But, yeah. Bro, Cypher, though. Oh my god, I forgot about Cypher. Cypher is peak. She could, as we get to see more of her, she might end up becoming, like, the new #1. I don't know. I know in freaking Honkai Impact 3rd, I loved freaking Phyllis. But, we shall see. How old are you? What the fuck? As old as the world. Alright. Listen, no more Listen, I need you to speak in English. Like, audibly. Another one? Damn. Hyacinth, is this one for you? Sheesh. Yeah, Cypher voice actress is so fire. No, she did a great job this update, bro. Like, the execution of her lines. The funnest thing to me is when I could just be so amused by the way that the voice actor is executing the lines of where it tickles the brain. I love it. Really do. Take it. Anything else? Wait, do I need to... Oh, give me a sec. Alright, let me hit confirm on it. That way it just registers in. There. We good now? There we go. So we got, what, a good 5 slots left? We know one's going to Cypher. And there might be one potentially going to us. I don't know. We still got some more to go. You like how she isn't overly cat girly, but just the right amount? I agree. Her whole personality isn't just based around that. It is cool. Yeah, we got some more to go over here. It's gonna be interesting. Okay. Alright. Is there more? I got another one? How much more can I fill up this book? Jeez! Damn, bro, I didn't realize I had so much to still put. Alright, Cypher, you're up. Next. Next. Yeah, I haven't filled this book up since 3.0, I think. Next. Good lord. Next. This is like those freaking egg-looking things in Honkai Impact 3rd in the freaking Elysium realm or whatever. You get the freaking lore, Jesus. Alright. Am I done? There we go. Down to 4 slots. Am I good now? Oh yeah, and freaking March. March is gonna play a very big part in this story at some point. They just have her in hibernation right now. But just wait. Your Jades need a break? You wanna pull all of them and there's the Fate collab? Yeah. That Fate collab going... That's gonna be something. I will take my stuff. Pursue the story to obtain. I haven't even built the freaking... I have not built this version, bro. You said Fate Collab Global Passive's gonna be good content for CCs, bruh. I'm gonna say, have you built your... Okay, no. There's your answer. No. Wait, you just said Fate Collab Global Passives? Listen, boys. You already know. They gonna throw them global passives straight on to freaking some collab units. Oh, they're already gonna be limited time. Let's put them global passives on there. Don't worry. You gonna wanna get them for sure. I don't know who this is. I'll accept your friend request though. I got you, gang. Don't worry. Look, let's see how many of my friends got castorice. You got a castorice. You got a castorice. You don't have a castorice. You potato got the castorice. Man, yeah, y'all got some castorices. I see ya. Sheesh. They're saying, oh yeah, they said one of the characters is gonna be free. What, Saber? I don't even know how many pulls I have. Is there more stuff in the book? Please, no. Oh, it's just this notification. Never mind. Can I get these off now? Whatever. Bro said I want to be your friend, cried an Asian server. It's okay. There's nothing cool about being on my friends list. It's all good, man. Yeah, I feel like I gave my thoughts on this now. Do I have any? I ain't really got no pulls for you. Archer, you think? Huh. Can you send me a friend request? I mean, go for it. Go right ahead. 494? They dropped the teaser for the 1 year of Wuthering Waves. It's going to be so peak AM. They need to add more 4 stars. They haven't added 4 stars in a hot minute, bro. Like Sealbound. It's not happening. You know, hey, maybe when we return to Penacony so they could tie up some loose ends, you'll get it, bro. Don't worry. Don't worry, man. You said Star Rail or Wua? I mean, it's... I don't know. I don't know, man. I haven't even played through Renacita. I can't speak on that. Which Renacita should be this upcoming week. This upcoming week is also, what, Zenless? Oh. And then I still gotta continue Arknights and stuff. But hey, we finished this quest, you know? Chat, like I said, round of applause. I think we did 4 streams this week. That's good. We do another 4 this upcoming week at the very least. We gonna be looking nice. That means I could continue Arknights, because that freaking story is long as hell right now. But very good. Zenless update. Renacita? It'll probably be 2 Arknight streams, 1 Renacita, maybe 1 Zenless if I can knock it out on 1. I don't freaking know. We'll see. I don't know what's going on. To get the extra rewards, you have to read or skip through the dialogue of their books. That I get the extra rewards. Okay. You said honest answer here. Have only take the journey for your Astral Express background music. If so, who here has only take your journey for your Astral Express background music? If so, we're friends. I don't even know what I have for my Astral Express music. I don't know if I even changed it. You sent friend request. Why do I go back to this book? Oh my god. Zenless is. Yeah, is the new update this week, or is it next week? That's the net way. No, is it? It's not. No, it's not this upcoming week, right? Because we haven't seen the trailers yet for those characters, right? Yeah. No, we got another week. Okay, yeah, we're fine. That's actually good, chat. That gives me time. That gives me time to knock out some stuff we need to knock out. Good. Yeah, I gotta do some Wuthering Waves grinding so I could get ready for Renacita. I just had to get this out of the way. Now that this is out of the way and done, Renacita, you're coming up. Hung Lu, it's time to hear the bell toll. Listen, Hung Lu, I ain't gotta worry about Hung Lu's as till freaking May. Yeah, I know you tried to help me, but it don't let me. It'd be like that. So yes, 68% of you guys voted that you got castorice 14% haven't gotten her yet, and 19% didn't pull at all. That's a lot of people that did get her, though. Jesus. That's crazy work, bro. Don't play woo, but good luck. Thank you. I appreciate it. I've heard the new region in the game, which is called Renacida, is insanely good. So, I'm excited. I am quite excited for that. But other than that, we out of here, boys. Leave a like on the stream if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new. If you want to follow me on the social of the medias, I'll put that there. If you want to join the Discord server, I'll put that there. All that jazz. Probably won't be streaming tomorrow. I'll likely be doing some gacha grinding. You know, woowa. And then I'll see y'all Tuesday for some type of stream. It probably won't be Renacida yet. Renacida will be later in the week. So it's probably going to be like Arknights or something, but you'll see. So, yeah. So as always, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Stay safe. And as always, don't do crack. Man, finally somebody says don't do crack with me. Jeez. You know, people don't say that line with me, but they should. Thank you. See you tomorrow sometime. I'll see you soon, my dudes. Have a good one, Arc. Cool Dog, Potato, Wong, Fisher, Dragon, everybody. I'm gonna hit the music. And the next stream we do, we should be streaming on Twitch at the same time. It was supposed to be today, but I explained what happened with that. So, yeah, I'll leave you with the good old song. And we out of here. Okay, music, I need you to start playing in 3, 2, 1.